following activities are suggestions for developing the necessary decoding and encoding skills. It works well to keep each activity fast-paced and short, and young children thrive on this style of teaching. Just imagine that with the following example activities, the whole class is on step 3, but this group of children need more revision of step 1, and also need to make a serious start on step 2. For the flashcard activity, imagine that there are 3 or 4 children round the table, and then hold up a letter sound and get the children to say the sound as fast as possible. A, O, K, and so on. The next activity is who can say it first. This time, encourage fluency by seeing who can say it the first. And so you hold up the letter sound card, and the first child to say the A gets it. Well done. Yes. Yes. Carry on like that. If you find that when you hold it up, there's a tie, then pop it back in the pile and carry on. And at the end, the children count up how many they've got correct, and the winner is declared. This works well when the children are evenly matched. For touch the letter sound, lay out a few letter sounds on the table and then call out a sound, and the first child has to then touch it. So if you call out P, the child has to then go and touch it, or O, and the next child touches it, and so on. You could do an alternative, and that is they all have a chance to touch the letter sound. So if you call out A, all the hands then go and try and pounce on it first. It is a noisy alternative to see who can touch it first, which is good fun if it does not disturb the other classes or children. During each session, it is a good idea to focus specifically on the next 2 letter sounds that need to be concentrated on, and in this case the first 2 letters sounds in step 2. So does anyone remember these 2 letter sounds? And hopefully the children will give you an answer. It is likely that one of the children will know the sounds because they are being revised most days in their normal classroom teaching. Then revise the letter sound formations, either by dictating the letter sounds and saying, now I want you to write an A, and watch carefully that it's formed correctly, and now a J, then hide it up, write it again, well done, well done. Or you can encourage them to form the letter on the table, so A, and they can all have a go at doing that while you watch them, or they can watch each other, and then a J on the table, and so on. For deal and say, deal out the letter sounds and then ask each child to point and say the sounds for their letters as fast as they can. So this child will quickly go along saying n, b, then this one s, d, and this one k, p, m. And then you can see who knows them and how well, and it just keeps revising it, which is what you're aiming to do. Although these activities are presented in order, that is, activities linked to learning the letter sounds, blending, segmenting, and tricky words, it is not necessary to keep to that order during each teaching session. And now that each child has some letter sounds in front of them, it is a good time to do some word building. Now, first of all, you want to try and encourage them to hear the sounds. So you call out a few words. So fun, f, n. The children all say the sounds and all hold up a finger for each sound. And then you do a word for each child so that you can see that they're getting the idea. And then you say, perhaps we want to build some words. Now you've got to listen for the sounds, and if you've got the letters, put them in the middle. So let's get ready. Let's do bed. And the child who's got the B at the beginning has to listen and put that out. Then bed. Think of the next one. And the child who's got the E does that. And then the D, the child does that. And then we check. B, E, D, bed. Well done. Clap, clap. And put them back. So they go back. And then you call out perhaps rain. And this will use the focus letter sounds. Rain. And whoever's got the R has to put it forward. And the A, rain, what comes at the end? That's it. Let's check. Rain, rain. Put them back. Well done. Doesn't matter if it's the right order or not. And jump, jump. Who's got the j? So you're practicing the focus ones. Jump, j, and get the up, and then the and then the p. Check, j, jump. And it's a very effective way for getting the children to hear those sounds and link the letters to them.